So my word of 2026 is alive. And if you want to know more about why I chose that word as my word of the year, I did actually just post a video about it. So I highly recommend scrolling back and going and checking that out. I thought I would just share some ways that I'm making my life feel more alive throughout this next year. So the first one that I want to talk about is related to my eating. I am not going into any particular like crazy diet at the start of the year. Actually, honestly, ever, because I just don't want to live my life that way anymore. One thing I do want to do is I do want to make my food and my eating feel more alive. What I'm trying to do is just apply like 1% more of effort to the meals that I provide. This time last year, I had absolutely no capacity to apply any effort to anything that I was doing, and it basically made my meals really, really boring. Anytime I would have to chop anything, I was miserable. Everything felt extremely difficult, and I fortunately have done a lot of work where things feel a little bit easier now. So I'm setting myself up for success while applying this like 1% effort rule. Number one thing is to like add more flavor and color to my food. So some examples of that are buying like fresh herbs and things from the grocery store. I figured if I like store some cilantro and green onion, which are my two favorite, and like a jar of water, one, I open my fridge and I see this and it's really exciting to me. And two, I feel like most of the meals that I eat can benefit from cilantro or green onion or both. So this is a big win for me. I also have been buying like one lemon and one lime and one red onion and one white onion every single week. Those are things that like last a pretty good amount of time, and I will use them like eventually. So I can just add a little bit of flair to my food without really having to think about it. Like for example, I made these breakfast tacos this morning and I just had a few pieces of cilantro. I chopped a little bit of a green onion, and I already actually had some onion that was cut in the fridge. That 1% of effort made that meal so good for me, and that's going to be huge in regulating like my appetite. It really satisfies me, so I'm not really thinking about like candy and chips and stuff that are in the pantry. And that's just kind of the way that I want to be moving in 2026 when it comes to my relationship with food. And one thing to note is that 1% of effort is going to look different for everybody. Like some people might regularly add cilantro and green onion and other onions and things like that to their food, and like good for them. There's probably something that they're wishing that they were putting 1% more of effort into. And then on the flip side, for some people, it might be that they only add salt and pepper ever, but they've been really wanting to add like garlic powder and paprika and things like that. So everybody is at a different place and everybody's on a different journey. So whatever that 1% looks like to you, I highly recommend trying it out.